Hey guys, Andy, I'm back again. Hope you're all doing okay through these hard times approaching Christmas. I thought I'd do a bit of another guide for you, update what's going on how to earn some money through these hard times. So if you've got a bit of time, if you've lost your job recently, you're on furlough, you've just got your stay-at-home mum or dad, whether it's disabilities, whatever the case is that's keeping you at home these days, or just if you've got a bit of free time, you sit down at home at night, you're on your own, maybe your partner does whatever they're doing, watching the soaps, playing video games, maybe once the kids are in bed, whatever the case may be. Whether you just want some money for Christmas, whether you want a gift card for a game, just anything really, just a little savings pot and spend some free time on. I'm just going to show you a few things that I'm doing, update the ones that I've gone through before, and I'll post all the referral links down below so you can get started straight away, and I'll give you my thoughts on each of them. So if we go to my web page, the first one is Clickworker. So this one is alright. This is sort of if you want to put a bit more time in and turn over a bit more money, basically. Also, there's a lot going on this one. Some are very quick surveys, some are fun games like the one yesterday where I sort of had to play like a match-free game and you had to give a bit of feedback on it. It was like a new learning platform for children. Others it might just be proofreading, others it might be sorting pictures out on a website and sort of clicking on them. Others might be sorting websites, so it'll give you a website and you have to label it whether it's sort of adult, non-adult, child friendly, things along those lines, and it pays you per click, as it were. So they do bonus schemes like this one's ended now, but it was up, so you got extra amounts of money if you earned so much through November. I mean, at the minute I've only got $8.49 pending because I've cashed out, but very simple. So I'll say same, if you're in a same-sex relationship, there's something just by sort of taking photos. You've got your travel planning surveys. That'll be something just along like, have you been on holiday in the last year? What did you do? What did you use? Did you use maps? Did you do this? Was it a rural village? Was it a town? Was it a beach resort? And it's all sort of AI feedbacking that you give in, so obviously people can update their websites or their apps, things along those lines, to be better integrated, because there's nothing worse when you pick up on the phone and it's an automated system, or you're online and you're on a chat and you're doing all these drop-down menus and you just ended up in places. So this is what this is doing basically for the most part, and you're just helping tidy that up. Some's just customer service feedback. Others like this there's a lot of social media goings on. We've had the Black Lives Matters, we've had the presidential election, we've had coronavirus, then you get things like this where a girl kills a giraffe. How to mobilize users on Facebook. So these are just sort of feedback, like how do you use social media platforms? Do you create that little community? Are you likely to comment on something? Are you more likely to ignore Facebook and use news mediums? Things along that. So it's just all general feedback. It's all anonymous for the most part. It pays out through PayPal. I think you can pay direct to bank as well. And then they also have other mediums as well, like this one. I don't potentially use it. Was it called Peanut something? Yeah, Peanut Labs. That one's just like another survey site. So if this work dries up, you can go across there, and that's a lot quicker surveys, but they pay a little bit less, but you can sort of plow through them in minutes. And then you've got the UHRS side of things, which is just another one, but they're a bit more in depth. They take a little bit longer, but they pay a little bit better. So this one, if you want to stick with this one, this is the one that I'm going to be on once I finish this video for you guys. And you just work for us. Say it pays about €1 ago, so it's about £1 or whatever the exchange is now. Once you've got up to 10, you can cash out at any point. So that's ClickWorker, and I'll post a link below. So good site overall, can't complain. Userlytics, this one is app testing, maybe website testing, maybe a quick survey. Pays quite well, but there's not too many tests that often. Once you get them going, they come through quite often. So what you're best having doing is, like I have done, I have my email. I've got a spam email just for invites to these. I don't put them through to my normal email. Obviously you can link your normal email, your PayPal email for payouts, but this will just pop up in the corner. There's a new Userlytics. You click on it, you go through, and you do what it is. It's pretty simple to use. Again, I'll put a link below for this one. Prolific, this is my go-to, this is my bread and butter one. It has been fairly slow over the last couple of days, but it does pick up, and what you'll find is you'll get a lot more tests come through. Once they start rolling through, it's sort of non-stop, and these can be anything from a minute to an hour, sometimes even longer, but the payouts are quite well. So if I look at my submissions for this one, £721 earned. I've got a couple pending here, awaiting review, so I've got another sort of £10 coming in there. Again, cash out to PayPal. This is really good, this one. This is probably my favourite one to use. You can always sort of guarantee earning something from these. So yeah, this again, this is more like university studies, things along those lines. So people say, how do you perceive what the government's doing on the coronavirus? If I just use that as an example, how are you living through the coronavirus as your subjects change? Sometimes they have kids feedback, what are you doing at homeschooling, how are your kids coping, things along those lines. I did one for a sat-nav company which paid about, I think it paid about £20-30, where you had to download an app on your phone, and genuinely sat there, it took about 40 minutes to do, and you just had to read instructions on your phone: turn left at the second roundabout, take the first right, things along those lines. But it paid quite well. Once you've hit your threshold, which I think is £5 on this one, you can cash out at any point. So really good site, Prolific. IntelliZoom, this one pays out per study. What you'll do again is you'll get an email come through, or you can check the dashboard, and it'll just pop up. So again, I have email notifications for this one, and it'll pop up and it'll give you a little screen. So I've just had one at the moment. Do you have Compare the Meerkat on your phone? Click now, and it's like, right, and then you have to go through in downstall Compare the Meerkat and just say, what do I think about Compare the Meerkat? What do I think this app does? Is there anything that I'd improve? What are my general thoughts and ideas? Is there anything to improve? It took about 5-10 minutes, and that'll pay $5. This pays in dollars, but again, it'll just pay to your PayPal, and then you can either save it in the dollars or you can convert to your UK currency, which I do. This one pays usually within 30 days of the test, but again, it's nice if you treat it as a monthly. With everything else, you might get instant payouts on some, and on this one, this will top you up. So I'm hoping all this one comes in just in time for Christmas, and I'll sort my shopping, a few extra gifts, things along those lines. So this one, again, in line with Userlytics, you just sort, if I pop that one over there, you have it on the back burner. If I pop Prolific over there for my main source, ClickWork first, then Prolific, and these two for sort of background ones. Try My UI, another one. Not too often things pop up on this one, but again, I've just done one this morning. Pays around $10 per test. What did I have to do on this one? I think it was for an airline, this one, so you had to, it was for Ryanair, just feedback on Ryanair and their website. So basically loaded it up, you got 30 seconds to look at the screen, and then you had to give feedback. What impact did it have? What did you think of the site? What did you perceive the site to be? So it was like, well, it was for an air company, so, and then you saw all these frequently asked questions, troubleshooting, so it was obviously their troubleshooting page. So it's like, you just gave a bit of feedback on that. and then it records your screen. You download a little app, and then you just answer a couple of questions at the end, and that'll pay me £10 for that one. And again, for this one, I think it just pays you as and when they've cleared it for you. Testable Minds, next one. Really good at this one. This is in line with Prolific. Now the studies come and go fast on this one, because you can see from here you've got one at 80p or 80 cents, one at $10, one at $4.50. So these do fill up fast. You can have, I use Chrome. You can have a little notification and it'll pop up. You'll get an email again, a new study has been found. Hit it, you do a little screener. Some of them you don't even have to do screeners, and they go in. These can be quite lengthy. Like this one here did take around 40 minutes, and all it was a face would flash up on screen, and it'd either be like happy or sad or shocked. Sorry for scaring you there. And you just had a little circle at the bottom. You had to hit each one. The other was for some face recognition software, which it'd show you a picture of a face, and like from the front, and then it'd show you from the side, and then it'd show you upside down, and you had to sort of try and work out which face were the same. Again, took about half an hour, 40 minutes, but again it paid, you know, sort of $10. So this one's worthwhile having up. And as I say, a lot of these you just have running in the background. I mean, things like Clickworker and the next one that I'm going to show you they're worth having. You know, you can constantly be working through them. So you use Clickworker, you use Appen, and then as soon as one of these pops up, like Prolific, you'll get like a little one to show you there. You just go on that, bang, pause your current one, get on that, do it, take a couple of minutes, back to your longer one again. Okay, so Prolific and this one, Testable Minds, probably the ones that pay the higher amounts over a long period of time. Clickworker, the next one, you can earn more money, but it takes longer to get, if you know what I mean. It's sort of like a full-time job. So next one is Appen. Now this one you sort of have to apply. There's quite a lengthy sign-up process for this one. They have there's three sites that give you jobs on, and basically what you do is you apply to the tester, they pick you out, they send you an email, and then you go for it. These vary, so there's lengthy ones that pay for item. So the one, if you've got any old letters and documents, you can upload them for, say, this one, which I'm not doing that one. It's just something I personally don't want to do. But things like this one, which I've done, 10-minute reporting task, it paid me $16.20. You get your smartphone or your tablet, and then you have to be one of the native speakers. For me it was English, and then you had 60 prompts which you had to read. So this were, again, I think this one were another one, or this one for Alexa and Siri and Google Play. So you just had to, basically what it wants is people with different from different regions, like, a Brummie, or somebody from Liverpool, or me with my mixed accent, and it's just picking up. So because when you're going, Alexa, play George Ezra, and it starts playing Madonna for you because you've got a thick accent, it's just doing that. So that was quite fun to do. Some of them, where's the one down here, it's improving your camera on your thing. So this one, if you've got any animals, it doesn't want pictures of you per se yourself. You just unload pictures of your animals. There were another one I've just done, I don't think it's on here now, I think it's ended, but it was for keeping fit, and basically it gave you a choice of 10 or 20 different activities, like push-ups, squats, and you just had to video yourself, send them in, and it paid you like $1 for each one you did. So you got up to $20, and it was like a 15-second video or something. So again, there's a lot to do on here. Some of them are instant, others you do, like I've got 4 active processors. There's also a mobile app for this as well, so you'll put it on your phone and you can do things on there. So these are just waiting for qualification. Once these come through, I'll be able to do them. So they're the main ones. The next one is QMe. So if I drop on here, this one is if you've got a lot of free time. So if I log in again, I use a lot of spam emails for these. Just yeah, I don't care. Yes. Oh, well, I've got 40 pence sat here. So get rid of this. Get rid of this. This one is quite well paying. So you've got deals that'll give you cash back and things like that when you're on. So you've got, you know, Just Eat and bits like that. But these are very quick surveys generally, and these are instant cash out. So you can't always do them. There is screeners, but this is if you've got nothing but time on your hands and you don't. The reason I don't use this one that much is because it can be quite tedious. I'll just work through this one and I'll show you. So which of these so yes, I have a webcam. So employed. Okay, I don't know if I'll screen this one. I'm just clicking things that sort of. Oh, we have. So these, like, they pay quite well and quite often. Now you can work through these fairly fast. Nottingham. I'm just going to work through just to show you the idea of this one. So I'll just click these. Sometimes you have to cheat the system. You might not be working, and you might not be this, and you might not be a leader of a team, but money's money at the end of the day. So if you've sort of got ahead by, you can work around. So survey was declined because they didn't want anything from me, but then you'll pop into here, look, and it's just survey after survey. Now they might not seem a lot, 20p, 8p, 30p, 45p, 52p, but they add up. And if you do these over an hour, you know, and you've got yourself 3 or 4 quid. I use this one if I really need something, if I'm struggling. I don't know, a kid wants a voucher for Xbox, and you think, oh, he's done well today, you know, he's doing his own work or whatever. I'll just drop on here, get him a quick fire. It's not coming. I know it sounds tight, but it's not coming out of your bank account. So QMe is another one. There are some other apps on the laptop that I'm not really going to go into because I don't quite like them. This one I will show you. I don't think I've got it on my laptop anymore, or have I? This one's better if you live in London Central. Here we go. So it's called Honey Game. This one's better if you live somewhere, city, Sheffield, Nottingham, Birmingham, you know, a large traffic area, especially if there's businesses. And basically what it does, it loads up this little app down here. Go to dashboard. And all it does is it uses some of your internet traffic, not all of it, some of it. And you'll never notice it. It's not like you're going to come down to a crawl or anything. And all you do, and you can use it if you've got a smartphone, if you've got a tablet, if you've got 4 laptops and a desktop upstairs, you can use this on every single one of them, and pets win prizes, as it were. So the more apps you've got running this, the better it is for you. I just leave this on in my laptop, and basically I've got $6.70 or whatever it is there ticking up. So I should use this one more because, again, I just forget to load it up. But you don't have to do anything. Once you've got this one, it basically sits in the background, and that's it. And if a website in your area needs traffic to reroute, basically for an advertisement or something, it'll just piggyback off your internet connection. It's not got access to any private data or anything like that. It'll just piggyback off it, and that's basically it. It's just passive income. There are other ones. I think, is it Y-Sense, or am I just making that up? Is that a different one? That's that's a different one. There was another one for apps as well, which I don't use. So that's everything on the laptop, and then I've started doing a bit more on my phone. So most of these apps are on your phone. Sorry, on your phone as well as your laptop. The two that I'm using at the minute is one called D-Scout, which is a free app, and there's nothing on there at the minute. I don't know if I can see that, D-Scout, so there's nothing to show you too much on this, but basically this is just similar to what we've just shown, quite high paying, and basically again you'll screen for things, and this could be anything. Again, similar to what we've done, it could be website testing, it could be testing a game. You know, there's plenty to see and do on this one, but there's nothing there. And the one that I am liking is Vox Pop Me. I don't know if there's anything on here at the moment. So it's called Vox Pop Me, and this one I really like. It's a minimum cash out of £10, but it's instant payment for everything that you do. And all you do, you'll just see on here, there's a lot of little, and I scroll up and down, they're all my submissions, and they pay you about 60p, some a bit more. I'd use this one whether you sat in a car park waiting to pick somebody up, whether you just sat on laptop, because you get your I've done it in bath, I've done it in bed at night, while I was picking, I think there's one with my little mask on, I don't know if you can see it, I was stood waiting for my kid, picking him up from school, because they're that quick to do. They generally take no longer than a minute. And what you do on this one is it'll ask you, like I did one and it paid about £6 in total. There were 10 different segments, and the first one was do you buy ice creams in multi-packs? Yeah, okay. And then it asked me what do I think about ice creams in multi-packs, in like basic answers. And then it was like, do you think there is, next question come through, do you think there's any too much wrapping on ice creams in multi-packs? Not really, no. Right, what problems do you think you'd have if you took the wrapping? And you just went through, and each one paid you 60 odd pence or whatever. So that's a really quick and nice app to use. The next one you will need an invite for, and I can invite I think 5 people maybe if you want this one, but it's Roamler. Now this one pays really well. Now obviously it's a bit harder to do, or it might be easier to be fair, depending which way you look at it. But basically you're an anonymous mystery shopper, but you don't always have to buy anything. So I'll see if there's any apps on here now at the moment. And what it'll do is you put your location in. So there's nothing majorly local to me, but there's been a lot going on at the local Tesco. So this one, a light bulb FSDU check, it pays £4 for this one. And it wants me to go to B&Q stores, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 B&Q stores in my area, and you can go to every single one of them. And then what you need to do, you click on it, and it'll say it's a mystery audit task. So you'll be visiting a B&Q store and answering some questions about the availability of stock on a Whiz light bulb. So for this task, you will locate the light bulb, take a few photos, answer some questions about the availability of the light bulbs on the FSDU, and record stock levels and report if the price label is not available. Use the address in this task, visit during opening hours. If a store is closed when reported as open online, you will also be paid £2. So if everybody got sent home today because of COVID, you get an additional £2, or you get £2 for going. And basically what you'll do is just go in, you'll find the light bulb that they want, you'll take the photos of it, prove that you're there. I'll ask you a couple of questions. What is the price? Blah, blah, blah. Being off you go, right? So if I went to that one in Chesterfield, there's another one just round the corner right now. So you pop down to that one, then you've got £8. And then if I really want to, I can nip down to Sheffield, which is 10 minutes down the road, and there's another 2 there. So I've just made £16. But while you're over there, there's also an Asda one over not too far from the Sheffield B&Q. So this one pays £8, and it's a mystery visit, so you do not announce yourself to anyone unless you are approached. If you are approached, there's a disclaimer app, you just press on the button and it'll show you, say you are part of the Roamler app, this is a letter, and you're basically allowed to do it. So you're going to be entering as the store to identify if any of the following products are sold in the chiller containing fresh milk and flavoured milk. So a Yazoo 1 litre chocolate, Yazoo 1 litre strawberry, and Yazoo 1 litre banana. Take up to 5 photos and answer questions based on the availability of 1 litre products. And that's it. So you've made £24 from being out. So there's things like that. There's also online reviews that you can do as well. So this one, for example, you can get a free Zizzy's pizza. So basically, you can get a Zizzy's pizza from Sainsbury's on this one. So you fill in the form first, and then they'll say, right, yeah, you're eligible. You go down to Sainsbury's, and they do one or two things. They either send you a voucher, so you can just scan it at the checkout and you get your free discount, or they'll reimburse you once you've took a picture of the barcode and the receipt or whatnot. Okay. There's loads to do on here. If you've got dogs, you'll get, if you've got rabbits, you can earn more XP. The more XP that you earn, the higher up you go and the better you'll get paid for jobs. So this one, some people are earning a hell of a lot of money for this. So some you can do at home, some mean ordering a product online. There was someone here for ordering a pint when pubs are open. You went into your local pub, paid for a pint, took a picture of it, they paid for your pint, and they paid you £8 for having the pint, so not too bad at all. So there's a lot going on with this app, but you will need an invite, which I can do if you leave a comment down below. I can sort that out for you, but I think it's only 5 I can send at the moment because the rest have gone. But other than that, guys, the only one that I'd suggest is another one. If I just pop on, I can't remember if this one's invite only as all. And Playtest Cloud. Now this one's purely for the gamers out there. I enjoy this one. If you've got kids, the better. And basically what this one does, it's another they'll email you. You normally get 2 or 3 a month, and they send you about £10 for doing it. Obviously, the better you do it, the better feedback you get, the more invites you get, and the bigger the projects you might get down the line. Like I've just had a fairly big one for a prototype learning game through Lego. That paid quite well because I'm quite confident, but this is for like people that are gamers, but it doesn't mean that you have to sit on an Xbox for 40 hours a week. It might be, like my mum, she's at home through all this. She's at retirement age now, and she plays a lot of these Candy Crush games or Poker Stars and things like that, the free Facebook games. And they want a lot of people for that as well. So it'll come up, it'll send you an email, and it'll say, have you ever played Clash of Clans? Yes, no. Have you ever played Bejeweled Blitz? Yes, no. Have you ever played Candy Crush Saga? If so, how often do you play them? And it'll give you an answer. They've done them for FIFA. They've done all sorts of games. Fortnite, Lego, like I say, other day. I've had a brand new pool game, a golf game, a golf with friends type game. So there's plenty to see and do on there. So that's worth testing up as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to post all the links down below. If you want an invite to the Roma app, again, just make a comment down below. If I get inundated, which I don't see because my channel's not quite up there yet, I'll just sort of pick 5 at random if I can, and I'll send you the invites out. But I'd say I'd only go for the Roma app if you are active, as it were. If you're somebody who's just, you've got health problems and you don't want to be going outside, if you're not that sort of social person where whatever the case may be, then I wouldn't bother with Roma. It's not for you. But if you are somebody that's got free time now, you think, do you know what, I need money, I want money, and I can earn good money, then Roma is for you. Okay guys, so any questions, post down below. I'll post any referral links, any sign up links down below, and if I think of anything else, I'll come back to you soon. So take care guys, I'll see you soon.